All right, welcome to Montana's Flintlocks. Thanks for everybody's patience. It's been a long time since I've made a video. Just been extremely busy, but today will be just a slightly different video. It's in a different section of my garage here where I have some of my older tools here that I've restored, but I'm actually going to be unboxing something. My flintlock project is still going to go forward. I've just been consumed with so many other things. Because unfortunately this is just a hobby of mine and I have limited time. But what we're going to do is I picked up this really cool shotgun. It's not a flintlock, but it is a very old shotgun. And it just arrived in the mail today, so we're going to do a quick unboxing video. I haven't opened this yet. Obviously I've seen some pictures, but it's something that hopefully, if it's in the kind of shape that I think it might be in, it might be something that I can get back, maybe even into shooting condition. We'll see. So without further ado, let's go forward here. So this is, I believe, a German shotgun. And it's a hammer gun. So it does use brass. So it's not percussion, but it is primarily a black powder firearm. So it should, if it's in reasonable condition, be able to be brought back to shooting condition. So you guys can watch me struggle to get this box open. But hopefully it didn't get damaged in shipping, because that would be unfortunate after it's survived all these years, only to have it potentially damaged. But let's find out. Okay. Okay, just some paperwork. Looks like it is wrapped up. So besides just building flintlocks and dealing with old tools and other things, I just like working with antiques, especially things like tools and firearms. Obviously flintlocks are most fascinating to me just because of their simplicity, but these older guns too are really interesting just because they were all made by hand, and the amount of work and time that goes into it. I'm having tried to build a firearm now. You can clearly get an idea. You can see a little bit of the barrel showing there. But the amount of time and work that goes into making something like this, it's certainly not appreciated much these days. Craftsmanship and skill that is involved is special, in my opinion. So It's nice to appreciate these things and in some cases restore them and maybe in some instances even use them again. I'm a little paranoid about bumping this metal here, so I'm just gonna cover that up. Wow, there it is. Very cool. Okay. So, let's take her out of here. Wow. So as you can tell, it's beautifully engraved, and that's really what drew me to this firearm, this shotgun, is that the engravings are just amazing. You can see the scene here with the deer. They're just beautifully textured. Here it looks like a hare. All the fittings under here, even this forestock here. A wonderful engraving job. Trigger guard. Looks like two quail maybe, or partridges there. 3. And it's got this horn piece attached. It's just wonderful. And then the top, it's got this very fine texturing that's on here. And then all down the back. And even the hammers. Just wonderfully engraved. And that's really one of the main things that drew me to this shotgun. It's just the amount of time and effort that went into this to build this. It's just yeah, it's just amazing. It's a piece of art, really. The checkering is still really strong. Let's see if we can, without banging anything, have a look at the other side. All right, looks like we have some ducks in this scene. And then here, fox. So even the screw heads, the ends are finely engraved. It's a side lever, so not a brake action on the top. So this lever will go down. We'll see if it actually functions the action, but this looks like it's torn. 2 triggers. Then let's see a little bit about the maker. So who made this wonderful thing? G. Benz and Son Riel. Looks like an R, maybe a K. Riel. It's a nice texturing along the top. Sling swivel at the bottom. Damascus barrels. No obvious dents that I can see, so you obviously have a bit of corrosion, but so the one thing that I was obviously aware of from condition perspective is, and there's just another angle of the stock here, is the bottom. So it looks like this thing took a fall at one point, which knocked out the bottom. But that's repairable. Take some work, try and match the wood and just blend it in, and then figure replacement for that. So let's find out if this thing opens. There it is. It's got some ejectors. It's possible that one of the hammers in there is either broken or stuck. It's not sticking out. Nice solid sound of the locks. There's no rattle or play in the breech area there, so that's good. So there you have it. Hopefully put together a video at some point. My plan is to restore this a little bit. I'm not going to take any of this beautiful patina off or even do anything with the wood besides just clean it with some mild soap and water and just get some of the grime off, and maybe just condition it a little bit. And then some of the parts here that just have some surface rust, so maybe just use some oil and a soft rag and just try to, I don't want to wear this engraving down or scratch it, but get some of this surface rust off, or just some of this oxidation. But there's really nothing obvious there from a rust perspective. It's just, there's some, it's got patina to it, but nothing crazy. The trigger guard's probably the roughest, really. It's the part that's probably been there the longest. These parts could have been taken off. And I'll disassemble everything and clean the internals and maybe have a look at that. Other firing pin. And see what we can do. You kind of see this screw here. It's pretty delicate. It's the one that is where that seized firing pin is. So we'll have to use some Croil or use some penetrating oil just to really make sure we can get inside and make sure we don't strip any screws or damage any of them. And then at some point, we'll have to get these barrels checked by a gunsmith and get their depth checked, and maybe they're still safe to fire. All right, till next time. Thanks for tuning in and sharing in my enjoyment with these nice firearms.